My name is Johnnie Avery, and today I'm going to perform for you my informative speech. You ever been to a tire shop, and while you're there, the guy comes from the back, pulls you aside, and says, "Sir, ma'am, I know you came in for a flat repair, but I just can't repair that tire. You ran it flat." I know, I hate that. Today I'm hoping to provide you with the knowledge so that you guys can maintain a healthier tire or a properly inflated tire. Now, I'm not an expert in this, but I would consider myself a subject matter expert. Not only have I been in the automotive field for 7 years as a store manager, but I'm also MAP certified, which is the Motorist Assurance Program for the state of Florida. Today, I'm hoping to not only provide you with the information to find the proper tire pressure for your car, I'm also going to explain to you the causes of running with low pressure and the effects on your tire, as well as the effects to the car itself. Once again, just to point out, I mentioned it earlier, underinflation is the #1 cause of a tire failure. The first thing we're going to talk about is where to find the tire pressure. How do you know what pressure your specific car calls for? A long time ago, there was an old rumor. This was pre the Firestone issue that they have. I don't know if anybody remembers that. Firestone had a recall because a bunch of their tires were blowing out. A lot of people thought it was a defect in the tire, but it actually wasn't. A long time ago, when you went to air your tire, you looked on the side of the tire. The tire said 54 psi. You put 54 psi in it. After research by the Motorist Assistance Program, MAP, it's actually the numbers that are on the side of the tire is the maximum pressure that tire can hold at a given constant speed. So it's not actually what needs to be in the tire, it's how much pressure that can hold. To find the proper tire pressure, if you open the driver's side door, right inside the driver's door, normally on your right hand side, is a little placard. It's going to tell you how much air to put in it in front and back. Some cars are different, as well as tire size that you have as well. Which later on I have a demonstration, not demonstration, but a photo here. Can't really bring a car inside, but I have a photo that I can show you after the speech is over to show you exactly what that placard looks like, so you can be familiar with it. The next thing that I want to go to is what's the effect? What will driving low in air cause to happen to my tire? Well, the biggest thing that's going to happen is whenever tires are designed to run a certain pressure so that they maintain a certain contact with the road. Once you lower the pressure or raise the pressure, that contact is not going to be there anymore. So A, you're not going to have the same driving abilities that you have. You're not going to have the same footprint on the road. And B, if you're running low in pressure, which is what we're talking about today, it's going to cause the edges of your tire to wear. They're going to wear out prematurely. The tire's not going to last as long for you, as well as going to leave it open and more prone for nails and punctures. You don't have as much tread. Tread is what blocks. It's a barrier between the inner wall or inner tubing of your tire and the outside, the puncture, whatever it is. So without that tread, it's going to be wide open for any type of nail to blow right through it. The second thing I want to discuss the third thing or last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is what effect to your car does running low in pressure have? Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but within the past years, gas prices has fluctuated so much that we want to save, right? Everybody here can say that if we can save 3%, if we can save 3% or get 3% longer gas mileage, that'd be a benefit, right? Well, running proper tire pressure, or running low tire pressure, I should say, decreases your gas consumption by 3.3%, which means you can get 3.3 less miles than you would per gallon than you would running your tires at a proper pressure. So that's going to be the biggest thing that's going to have an effect on the car, is just the amount of gas mileage you're going to have. The second thing that I'd like to point out is just the risk for getting blowouts or getting pulled over. I mean, anytime you run low pressure, which I described previously, wears out the edges faster. By all means, more prone for nails, more time you're going to be spent on the side of the road. So just to go over what we talked about today, first thing I went over with you was how to find, where to look for proper tire pressure, which is inside the driver's door. Second thing I went over was how that affects how running low in pressure affects the tire itself, which is the edge wear. One thing I didn't mention was just the fact is it heats up. You know, it ruins the tire that way as well. Lastly, last thing is how it affects your car by lowering your gas miles or your gas consumption. So in conclusion, I mean, to wrap things up, anytime you go on a trip, make sure you check your air pressure in your tires. You want to try to do this once a week, but the main thing is anytime you go on a big trip, check your air pressure. It's going to allow you to save from that headache down the road of being stopped somewhere waiting for a tow truck.